Scorpio, hello, welcome. I'm the Scorpio Stellium. We're going to take a look at the circumstances, events, energies surrounding this week of December 20th for you. Remember, not everybody's going to resonate with every reading, so you can also check your moon and rising sign. Okay. So at the core of this reading, what we're dealing with is a reconciliation, right? We're dealing with Four of Wands energy. And Four of Wands is very celebratory. It's very happy. It's like, yay, we're all coming together. And for me, my reading style, I see Four of Wands and it's a reconciliation. It is that card of, woo, yay, we've been through it, right? We've planned for this. We've been through it. Everything sucked and now it's good. We have the Four of Pentacles crossing it. So you're maybe holding on to something though. So we have this reconciliation happening. We've been talking about it actually for the last several readings and I've been seeing it. And you know what? I don't mean to read for myself, but guess what? I've seen it even in my own life. So I hope that this is resonating with you and this is following your timeline. But you are holding on to something in this reading where there's something from the past that even though now you're getting this coming back together, this fixing things that you wanted for a very long time, you're still kind of, you've got your guard up now because now that it's here, that takes the pressure off of wanting it, wanting to fix it and thinking about it. And Scorpio definitely has the tendency to obsess. That's a possibility for you for sure. So if you have been doing all of that, now you've got the reconciliation. And what happens when we release the pressure, right? When we have the thing that we wanted, our brain goes to the next thing. It goes to the next step. And the next step is you going, oh, but wait a minute. I don't know if I totally trust this person. I don't know if I trust that they're not going to do the things that they did in the past, and you're still holding on to something. And in the past position, I have the Five of Wands. So there's tension, struggle, okay? There's this feeling of it's always difficult. There's always a challenge. It doesn't just flow naturally and easily all the time for you. And this is kind of going, okay, why does everything have to be so hard? Why do I have to struggle so much to make this happen in my life? At the, there's positions in this reading about what you're aware of and what you're not aware of, okay? What you're aware of is that you are now ready to move on into new things, into better things. Difficulties from the past, those turbulent, choppy waters, you are going to look for the smoother waters. You're going towards where the grass is greener. You're actually trying to move forward in your life. This can also be talking literally about moving or traveling. So keep that in mind that meaning may resonate for you. But it does talk about you being aware of you moving towards something else in life between points A and B. So this is a transition time for you, Scorpio. But what you're not necessarily aware of is the Ace of Pentacles. And this is fabulous. This is a great card to have, but it's difficult having it in the position of what you're not aware of because it's talking about opportunities. And this is saying that you may not be aware of an opportunity that is presenting itself in your life. So I give this reading hoping to increase your awareness so that when you see an opportunity, your mind doesn't dismiss it. Something will snag it and catch it and pull it in, examine it. Because new opportunities, new seeds that can be planted that you can be later, reaping the benefits from those. In the position of the immediate future, you have the reversed Knight of Swords. You're holding, my kitty's meowing. You are, Scorpio, holding back some of the things that you want to say. This can be a good thing because Scorpio is not necessarily known for their softness in the way that they see things, because Scorpio sees through bullshit so very well, and so they don't really like doing that. They don't like playing that game. So sometimes it's actually a good thing for Scorpio to hold back. So we'll examine this a little bit more about why you're holding back and what you're holding back, and is it a good thing that you're doing that? So let's go ahead, before we move into outcome, position, and so on and so forth, let's do some clarification. Remember that for your love reading, I have that linked in the description box below, your extended love reading. Okay, so we have this clarified by the Six of Wands and also the Seven of Cups. I think that this is actually a good thing, that you're holding back some of the things that you want to say, because it's going to bring a better resolution, a better outcome in your life by resisting it. Hello, Shakota. By resisting it. It's actually, going to give you more information, I think, in the end. By not speaking so quickly, by not showing your hand, I think you're getting more from other people. You're listening more, right? So it's a good idea, but you need to make sure that you're always going to be speaking your truth, that you're not denying something, that you're not saying something is fine when it's not. That's not what I encourage you to do at all. It's just to hold back a little bit and make sure that you're hearing everything. Let's clarify the opportunity that is in the unknown kind of position that you may not see, may not be aware of. The Star and the Fool. Okay, very interesting, because we started this reading off saying there is a reconciliation at hand. However, you may be holding on to something from the past. You may be having your guard up, your defenses, because you don't want to go through it with this person again in a bad way. You don't want to be hurt again. So you have your guard up there. In the position down here with the opportunities, they're actually talking about this. So the Star and the Fool, this is about healing and new beginnings. So you have a full opportunity here to heal, restore. This is not just the, oh, we're talking again, maybe this is going to be okay. We're talking about full on new beginning for the two of you. So however you proceed forward now could be setting the pace, setting the tone for what's coming in the future between you and this person who is obviously very important to you, because they've been coming up in your reading so much. So what I'm saying here is, perhaps instead of being like, oh, you've burned me before, I'm not going to let you do that again, perhaps you take this as a brand new, fresh start, and don't hold on to anything from the past, releasing your expectations and your fears. Okay, let's go ahead now and talk about what's going on in your thought process. Your thought process, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is actually really great to have in thought process, because you're getting clarity. A lot of times we don't realize that we're walking around with emotional blinders on. We don't realize that we maybe are not seeing the full story. But here, this is clarity, truth coming through. So you are now like, okay, I get this. I'm not confused. I know the way forward. So let's do a clarification here. She's probably really ready for some attention, because she won't go in the room where my foster kitties are. I keep them separate, and so they just had space surgery, and so they've needed a lot of attention. So she hasn't gotten quite as much. Okay, so Temperance. Temperance is another one of those cards I love to see for reconciliation. So is the Star. I don't have that many reconciliation cards, I swear, but it's like almost all of them have come out in this reading. Maybe all of them. I have to think about it. No, Judgment. That's the other one I love for reconciliation. So almost all of them are here in this reading. So Temperance is clarifying the Ace of Swords. You have clarity now about not only about the reconciliation, the resolution between the two of you. However, you also have clarity about the right mix, the right balance. It's like things were very imbalanced between the two of you, the give and the take. Perhaps one person always put more into the relationship than the other one did. Perhaps one was always chasing and pursuing and the other one was not. And now you have clarity about exactly how much energy you need to be giving to this. Externally, the Four of Cups is here. This may be in your external, what's going on in your everyday life, the events. It may be a little bit boring. I have to say, Scorpio does love intensity, and this may be a week that it's not super intense. Now, it is Christmas week, so you do have some things going on, but it may otherwise be a relatively uneventful week. So that's kind of like a boredom, okay? The Four of Cups is showing up as here's, you might be a little bored this week. I mean, Tarot's not always telling you the most exciting stuff is happening, because guess what? Not every week is the most exciting week. You have a lot going on internally, I think, and energetically. Did you just move my cards? Did you just push them over so you can sit down? I'll just move these around you, okay, Missy? All right. Hopes and fears, desires, things on your mind. The Queen of Swords, okay? You are wanting to move up in how you deal with things. You are a very emotional person, and now you're trying to be a more logical person. So you're trying to shift how you do things and shift how you think, right? You're trying to come to where you're really evaluating things fairly for what they are and not getting so entrenched in it. To you, it feels like you're trying to be more mature, whereas when you're young, you just react to everything all the time. And here now, as a more mature person, as an adult, you're looking at this and you're saying, okay, I need to really examine everything and then act on it. So that's your hope for yourself. That's what you're trying to move into, is a more mature way of doing things, okay? And then in the outcome position, I have the Six of Pentacles. Wherever you have been giving in your life is now where you get to receive. We're going to do a flip, right? We're going to change. We're going to flip the script. We're going to change things so that now, Scorpio, you are not the one who has to provide everything for everyone all the time. You're going to be more taken care of this week, which is a really big relief, right? Because it seems like you take care of everybody all the time. Let's do a clarification on the outcome card, and then remember to check your love reading, your extended reading, in the description box below. We'll talk more about that reconciliation there. Okay, we have Three of Wands and 10 of Cups. Okay, so look, you're going to have some moments with where you don't have to make all the plans. You don't have to check all the boxes. You don't have to maybe wrap all of the boxes. You know, whatever it is, you've got a helping hand. You've got family coming in to give you a break. And that's what's really happening here with this Six of Pentacles. It may also be in this love relationship or this reconciliation relationship. Maybe the other person steps up to the plate more than they did before. Thank you for watching, Scorpio. I will see you again next week.